stay young.
¿Te quieres quedar joven?
Okay.
As long as we can.
Pero ya, pues yo ya,
We can chronologically grow old. Okay, every day we are growing older, but we can stay energetic. We could be biologically aging, but we actually can stop the cells or probably inhibit the cells to grow in age. Or probably delay the aging process. So this one is just basically rich in antioxidants and phytochemicals as well. So you are very familiar with this. This one is carrot, of course. You know that it has a lot of beta carotene, and this has a lot of antioxidants. So when they reach the body, it's metabolized by the body. This could be this beta carotene could be converted into vitamin A, which is actually an antioxidant at the same time. It serves as a cofactor for certain enzymes to work in our bodies. Okay, and then we call this in Filipino calamansi. You're very familiar with this. Calamansi or calamunding. Calamunding. Have you seen this one? Have you seen a tree? If you go to Filipino homes, they normally have at least one tree of calamansi or calamunding. So this is the actual fruit. It ripens when it matures up. Okay, this one is a little bit greener. Okay. This is equivalent to Mexican lemon, right? Yes, although they have a little bit different, a difference on the flavor, but basically they are the same. This is rich in vitamin C, okay? Vitamin C, and you know that vitamin C is also an antioxidant, and some other phytochemicals. You're familiar with this, right?
Correct.
Is that considered citrus?
Yes, citrus. Citrus. It's basically sour. Yes, it's sour.
Like an orange? Saying like orange
It's just like orange.
Lemon.
Yeah, but it's more sour. If that even if it ripens, it will stay sour. Okay, and of course you're familiar with this, the grapes. So you can just choose any ordinary grapes, even the black ones. Black is better. Black is better. It has more phytochemicals and more antioxidants. Okay, so these are all ingredients that you could put, and then I have part of this. I don't know if you're familiar. You should be familiar with the onions, the green onions. Of course, you know the green onions. And this one, we have the celery. Okay, celery. Now, of course, after this one, I just grated these carrots. You, we recommend that you do grate the carrots in bigger portions so that it would be easier for you to mix. Okay? And then you just slice this lengthwise along the length of the fruit, and then this was crosswise, and then these are just sliced crosswise. So this is rich in phytochemicals, antioxidants, and we know that these phytochemicals and antioxidants are anti-aging. Okay, they are immune boosters, anti-obesity. What else? You can name. Anti-obesity, anti-aging.
How about diabetes?
Diabetes, yes. This could control your sugar as well. Although this one has, we call this as having high hyperglycemic index, okay? It has a high glycemic index, though it could be balanced because this one, fruits, as you know, contain sucrose. Okay, sucrose is, we call this in science as disaccharide. It has double sugars. It has two sugars that are attached together, so that when they are attached there, if you are going to ingest this, eat it, so there is one step of digestion there, because these two sugars are bound together with what we call chemical bonds. Okay. Now, during the process of digestion, these bonds are broken by specific enzymes. These enzymes are chemicals that would cut the chemical bond. All right. So when it is, you call it digestion, actually it's cutting the bonds. Okay. So when they are cut, then the sugar here would be made available for the body. This is one thing good because the sugars, the two sugars that I'm speaking of here are the fructose, all right, fructose and glucose. Glucose for diabetics is not actually absorbed by the cells, okay? It could be eaten, yes, but the glucose for most of the diabetics will stay in the bloodstream. Now, the fructose will not stay in the bloodstream, but it could be assimilated, it could be uptaken, we call it in science as uptaking of the fructose. Now, the half of the sugar, which is glucose, will be discarded by the body because most of the diabetics cannot take it inside the cells. But the fructose will be the main source of sugar for diabetics. And there's no problem. They have what we call certain parts of the cell that where the fructose could bind so that it could be uptaken into the cells and the cells could live. They have source of energy. Okay? So fruits would be just good for diabetics. Okay? And the other components would balance. All right. And then this one, you just simply mix this together. So let's mix this. And it's this one is also very appealing to children. Because of the color, they are fond of color. In terms of proportion, you can vary your proportion. It depends on your taste, but the main ingredient here would be the carrots and the grapes, because this one would balance the sweetness. Instead of putting sugar, because for diabetics we don't want refined sugars, not even the brown sugar. Of course, we would recommend brown sugar over the white sugar, but in order to avoid using any form of sugar, then you can just simply use the fruit sugar. Okay, so just mix them simply together. And then squeeze some lemons. Now, you can vary this one. I have sliced here about 12 lemons. So you can just squeeze and then mix them. Now, since there are seeds inside, okay? So what you will do is just squeeze it here so that you will be discarding the seeds. So you can just simply squeeze about 12 to 15.
Wow.
With this amount. For the how do you call that? The lemon.
What are those called? Those little...
We call it calamansi in Filipino, or we call this calamunding. I think they call it calamunding in Spanish. So it's not so much, just for taste.
Wow.
Okay,
So it's not like sour like a lime?
not really sour.
Oh.
If you just control how much are you going to put, just for taste and to improve flavor. The other thing why you are going to put calamunding, this one would prevent the oxidation reaction here. Because if this one oxidizes, it becomes brown or dark. Okay, in order to prevent the oxidation reaction, then you have to put calamunding. Okay.
It got a lot of juice.
Yes,
Yeah,
it has a
they
lot
do.
of. You can see. Okay. So it depends on your taste. If you want to make it sour, then you can put some more. But this is just enough for this amount. So just pour it.
It's got carrots and grapes and what?
Carrots, grapes, celery, onions, green onions. Yes. Actually, for green leafy vegetables, you don't. For green leafy vegetables, those green leaves, you don't mix them with fruits. But these ones, although we use these carrots as vegetables and the onions as vegetables, they are not actually classified as vegetables. The onions are classified as herbs. Okay, and these are the presence of the onion is to increase your immune system, to improve your immune system. So it's an immune boosting. We generally know that herbs have immune boosting properties. Okay, so and then a little amount of salt. Okay, to balance the sour. We are fond of the sour and sweets, sweet and sour, right? Yes, instead of putting sugar or brown sugar, you are going to use grapes, okay? So it could be just a small amount. For this, then it could be just a teaspoon, okay? Or you can just put a little bit. And then mix together. So this is ready for serving.
And those clementines, where do you find them?
Which one?
Liver.
We don't usually find this in the market. Yeah, if you find the Filipinos, okay, we have some. You can bring some of this. Or else, if you don't have calamunding, then you have, you just put, buy lemons.
Lemons.
Yes, lemons. The yellow would be much recommended. Yes. So this one, if you are going to consume this on a daily basis, you will lose weight for those who are losing weight. It depends on how much you are going to consume. Okay, and then at the same time, this will delay the aging process.
I need lots of that.
Okay, and this will control your blood sugar. Okay, this will control your blood sugar.
Yeah, because I've been having a little problem with my sugar. I've always had it like control.